I first started hearing about the weight loss drugs, I felt I've got to do this on my own, because if I take the drug, that's the easy way out.
Okay, so this what we're doing now? Oprah Winfrey exposing P. Diddy, P. Diddy exposing Oprah Winfrey. How does this even make sense? Well, it actually does. So this is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube. Made this far in the video, leave a like, because I can't get a like to save my life, much less a subscriber. Where's everybody at? TikTok? Oh, hi. I'll be there in a little bit. So check me out on TikTok as well if you haven't already. Okay, so let's talk about all this drama in the comments down below. Now, I have a lot to say. You guys know I have a lot to say. And so does Miranda Pillsbury from Atlanta, Georgia in the comment section, because she always has something to say. But apparently, Oprah Winfrey and P. Diddy have been really close friends. Now, this goes back years. Now, I knew who also is a close friend to Oprah? Gayle. And she's been running her mouth too. And I always feel like Gayle sometimes kind of like instigates Oprah drama to get her name out there for clicks and views, which we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, before we talk about the P. Diddy and Oprah situation, let's talk about the Oprah Winfrey and Ozempic drama. Because everyone's been talking about Oprah Winfrey was hospitalized, and she has been hyping up Ozempic for a while now. And she was skeptical at first, and then she was like, this is a game changer. This is gonna change so many lives. And then boom, she ended up in the hospital. Now, it turns out Oprah and Gayle had a little, they were talking, and it was video, so I have that receipt too, that it was coming out of both sides, said Oprah. And, you know, when you take these semaglutides, it does kind of mess you up. Like, the side effects are kind of crazy, right? Like, when I was on Ozempic, and you don't know, check out my Ozempic videos of, like, how I dealt with it, and how long I was on it. I'm not on it anymore, but I did definitely see how it could help lower your A1C if you're diabetes type 2. But I also feel like Ozempic being used for weight loss, it will work. However, it doesn't work for everybody. There's some people I know who are on it, and they're like, girl, I haven't seen much weight loss, just 10 pounds, and that's it. And other people are losing weight like crazy. And I do feel like you do have to diet and exercise is a part of it. But you also have to drink lots of water and up your protein because you're not eating as much, right? And people just don't know that. But anyways, all that to say this, Oprah went to the hospital, and everyone was talking about because of Ozempic, she had like stomach problems. So let me show you that receipt. The blogs were talking about it. So grab a snack and come on back.
When I first started hearing about the weight loss drugs, I felt I've got to do this on my own, because if I take the drug, that's the easy way out.
Dehydrated. You were dehydrated,
yeah. I was like dry mouth, and I couldn't keep enough water down to get hydrated.
Y'all hear the latest about Oprah? The word on these internet streets is that she ended up in the hospital recently, and folks are whispering that it might have had something to do with those weight loss meds she's been on. Now, I ain't trying to spread rumors or nothing. That's just the gossip going around right now. But it did get me thinking, how did this whole weight loss journey for Oprah even start in the first place? I mean, we all noticed Oprah has been looking snatched lately, right? The lady has been straight up serving looks with her incredible transformation. I know some of y'all were wow green with envy seeing her slim down to a size most of us haven't rocked since high school. We were all like, you go, queen, get it. But then the tea was spilled. Our beloved media mogul had a little secret helper on her weight loss journey. You know those hard to pronounce diabetes drugs that are the new hot thing in Hollywood? The ones like Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy, and their crew? Yep, turns out those were Oprah's not so secret weapons in her body makeover.
In my lifetime, I never dreamed that we would be talking about medicines that are providing hope for people like me who have struggled for years with being overweight or with obesity.
Damn. At first, Oprah was over the moon with those results, calling the meds a gift and a major relief after battling her weight for years. We've all been there. The endless dieting, the shame, the world's constant judging eyes. So we can't really blame her for wanting a little boost to finally conquer those stubborn pounds. You feel me? She even went as far as saying having access to those weight loss drugs felt like redemption. after years of being mocked and ridiculed for her size. Can you imagine how freeing that must have felt for her to finally have a way to shut up all the haters and body shamers for good? I mean, we've all dreamed of sticking it to them like that, am I right? But then, just when we thought Oprah had found the holy grail of weight loss, ish went totally left. A few days ago, Oprah ended up in the hospital with some nasty stomach issues that had her whole crew shook. We're talking the works, guys, vomiting, diarrhea, the whole shebang. Her BFF Gayle King didn't hold back on dishing out the deets, saying Oprah had stuff coming out of both ends, and that it was a very serious thing. Yikes. TMI much, Gayle? But you know we live for such deets.
No, I never said you were hospitalized.
Yesterday or something.
This is what I got for the first time after I, took the medication. All these years, I thought all of the people who never had to diet were just using their willpower, and they were, for some reason, stronger than me. And now I realize, y'all wasn't even thinking about the food.
Weight loss meds. We can't just be celebrating the glow-ups and sweeping the horror stories under the rug, guys. People's health and safety is on the line here. So let's keep a close eye on how this whole Oprah situation plays out and send that queen all our love and healing vibes. Say what you want about the woman.
Okay, so do you think it was Ozempic? Because I feel like she didn't really confirm or really deny it. It was like, we know she's on it, but I can't help but to feel like, why would you go to the hospital for diarrhea? That's basically what it came down to be, right? It's like, it was really that bad? Did she do it for clicks and views? And when it comes to Oprah, I like Oprah, okay? I do believe that when it comes to Oprah's favorite things, we can talk about that I feel like they're really not her favorite things. They're things that she likes that people pay for to be on. Like, I'll make it my favorite thing if you write me a check, and that's what kind of vibe I get from Oprah. And I believe, I feel in my heart that Oprah's favorite things were her favorite things in the beginning. I think now it's all about advertisements and pay to play, and she'll love your favorite thing if I kind of feel that way. I have no proof, but looking at some of her favorite things in the past, I'm like, really? Jaclyn Hill flip-flops? Girl, who cut you a check for that? Let's just be honest, girl, okay? Anyways, and I've seen people make it on Oprah's favorite things, and they're still struggling as a business. So just because Oprah says it's her favorite thing, that doesn't mean you're instantly gonna sell out. I think that her favorite things was a big deal back in the day, but not anymore, okay? And then the Oprah magazine is just a cash grab to get advertisements and sponsors. I don't really know anyone who reads Oprah magazine. Anyway, so back to the P. Diddy and Oprah drama. Now, they've been friends for such a long time. Now, people are now holding Oprah to the fire for not disavowing P. Diddy. And I said this in my other videos. It's gonna have to take Jennifer Lopez, in this order, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Oprah, to disavow P. Diddy publicly, and people will then be against P. Diddy. Because the fact that his peers aren't holding him accountable, it kind of makes it seem like he's getting away with it. And that's what I have to say about that, okay? Now, I saw this video posted by one of the vlogs, and I watched it, and I was like, this is all making sense. Her relationship, Oprah's relationship with P. Diddy. So let's check it out. Grab a snack and come on back.
Obviously, Oprah Winfrey used to be the it girl, but now the pendulum of public opinion has really swung the other way. And people have a ton of opinions on why this is.
We know more and more celebrities are getting involved with Diddy's case, and Oprah's name is not very new on the list. But now people are saying that the well-known talk show host is not just being linked to Diddy, but also somehow to Diddy's secret tapes. Let's get into it. Everything on the internet right now reads, Sean Diddy Combs, and it seems like there is no telling when this whole story will end. But one thing is for sure, it just keeps getting bigger and more disturbing as the days pass by. As mentioned, more celebrities are getting their names involved with Puff's dirty business, and each one of them is getting persecuted by the public. One of them is Oprah Winfrey, whose reputation at the moment is also not that good. We can say that her relationship with Diddy is kind of tight. We've seen Diddy on her show multiple times, and they have been photographed together as well. Though it's not that we see Oprah come in and party with Diddy, it seems that she is also involved with his illegal doings. Many are not shocked that Oprah's name is getting added to the list of celebs who are doing questionable stuff with Diddy, because the host also has a pretty bad reputation when it comes to this kind of thing. There was even one time when the internet was talking about Oprah's house getting raided for trafficking allegations. Sounds familiar? Well, her pal, Diddy, had the same experience. She also once faced some backlash after rumors of her taking advantage of black actors emerged. It was said that she pays these actors pennies when in fact she gets plenty of cash by doing work with them. But hey, this is not the first time Oprah has gotten involved with controversial men. Remember Harvey Weinstein? Yes, that powerful man in Hollywood who was accused of SA and more horrible things. He is besties with Oprah, so her being one of Diddy's accomplices is not pretty surprising.
Oprah seems to have a really bad habit of linking herself to some of Hollywood's most notarized offenders and schmetter.
Many people have also accused Oprah of making connections with these powerful big shots in order to strengthen her name and position in the industry. Some believe that she covers up for them and their dirty secrets in exchange for power and money. Now, the TV host is facing another controversy, as it's said that she is one of the many celebrities who are on Diddy's secret tapes. You see, different media outlets have been saying that federal agents have found tapes on Diddy's mansion after it was raided by Homeland Security. In March, Puff's residences in Miami and Los Angeles were searched. At the time, CNN claimed that a federal investigation into the rapper and entrepreneur was underway, with a focus on trafficking, and that it was being conducted by a Department of Homeland Security division that handles human trafficking charges. But one source claims that investigators have informed potential witnesses that they will be called to appear before a federal grand jury in New York City. Now, footage that was shot inside Diddy's recently raided homes is currently in the hands of federal officials. It's unclear if detectives received the footage from those they have been interviewing or if it was taken during the raids. According to a source, at least one male ex-worker who alleges Diddy has abused him has been questioned as part of the inquiry. This person can be seen on video, which the federal investigators have access to. These tapes are very important since not only victims, but also Diddy's associates are in them as well. And Oprah being in one of those videos will surely hurt her career. And fans are giving out their insight into these very messy situations. One fan commented, "She is a willing part of the party. Look into her school. She has been telling you the type of monster she is for decades." This fan was not even surprised by Oprah's involvement with Diddy and commented, "Look at who someone's friends are and it will tell you who they themselves are." Right now, Diddy's name is like a stigma, and getting associated with him is not very good news anymore. The music mogul is also facing more charges and allegations against him, and no one can tell if he can find a way out of all of these. But what do you...
What do you think about that? Like, that was so scorching hot tea. I gotta fix my contour, girl. Don't you just hate when you put on blush and like the blush like stains the brush? It takes forever to get out. But anyways, let's talk about what I'm wearing on my face today. So I'm wearing Charlotte Tilbury foundation, and this is in shade 7 neutral. All right, I actually like it. Not bad, not mad at it. I didn't put nothing underneath it. Usually I'll go in with like the La Mer cream or whatever. With this, I'll link down below. It's super bougie, girl. We don't buy it. And just some lashes from this independent brand called Psychotic Cosmetics. They sent me some lashes, so thank you. I don't know if they're watching videos or not. Thank you for that. And then on the lips, I'm using the Hermes, and I have it right here. It's the Hermes color Rose Incense. I really do like this color. It complements the look. And then the blue eyeshadow, kid you not, get ready for this one, is by Byredo. So if you know, it's Byredo. You can get it at Saks Fifth Avenue. It's like a bougie brand. I think it's also at Nordstrom. So Byredo is known for their fragrances, like Mojave Ghost and Gypsy Water is one of their fragrances. But now they got into cosmetics, and they're like a real bougie brand. So they have these makeup. So I'm using one of their color sticks, and this is in shade 457. It actually has another name to it, I think. It's called Medium Blue. And so I use it up in here, up in this gig. It's like this creamy texture. So I just kind of got my brush. Let me show you here. I got the brush, and I just kind of like dipped it in there and just like did it. I found it really easy to play with. Can I give you guys a swatch of it? I'll try to link it down below in the YouTube shop if you guys care. But look at it right here. It's just like, it's not the best thing in the world, but I was like, okay, come through. I just like the formula is really good. Super bougie, but it has really good ingredients. So that's what I have on eyeshadow. And it's a color stick, so you can use it on your lips, on your face, but I use it as eyeshadow, so interesting. Anyways, let me know what you think about this drama in the comments down below. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on